What's up, Capcom Unity? This is Chris, and I'm here with Andrew Schnorr of the Street Fighter team, and we are about to unbox the 25th anniversary Street Fighter collector set, available right now. I'm a little excited. How do you feel?
I feel great. We spent a lot of time. There were literally hundreds of people who contributed to this box set, and so to have it actually be available today and to see people's reactions to it is just wonderful. When we originally met for this product, we basically had two questions. One was, what is the maximum amount of just stuff we can put into this box and not have it be like, thousands of dollars? And the second question was, how can we really reach all the Street Fighter fans? And I think Street Fighter is very special in some ways, in that it has a very, very unique and really multicultural fan base to it. One of our themes of the 25th anniversary campaign was the concept of I am Street Fighter. And I think that really speaks to the whole idea that we are all a fan base to the Street Fighter brand. And not only are we defined by the products themselves and the Street Fighter, but Street Fighter itself is defined by its fans. And so they all contribute to it in some ways. And so we wanted to kind of celebrate all those different types of fans and the kind of greatness that they all put into it. So I'm really happy with how it turned out.
That's what I love about the franchise in general. Like, the fans sort of shape every new game in the series because of how you end up exploring it. And this is sort of the culmination of that. I think we should crack it open.
I think so too. As you can see right here, basically this is just the O sleeve. Has the nice little Tien symbol that Akuma has whenever he defeats an opponent. And then you have the Street Fighter 25th anniversary logo on the front. Slide this out, and slides out really easily. And then you have another black box. And you get some like little metal pieces on the corner. Much nicer. Much better than this little low sleeve. So every single part of this we really put a lot of thought into. And that even includes the box. The box itself, I feel, is... yeah, it's a really nice box. And has this nice felt feel on it. You empty out everything as like, very big jewelry case if you want to. The box is just a box. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. And then this is the moment of truth. Whoa. So there is a lot of stuff in here. As I was saying, this is really based on the fans, and it's a product for the fans, and in some senses by the fans. So we wanted to kind of look at the different types of fans that are out there in the Street Fighter community. So obviously the first type is people who play the games. If without the games you don't have Street Fighter. They are what came first. They are what is still the most prominent part of it. So as you can see here, we have, basically it is, we are providing 4 different games in here for both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And that includes Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition Fight for the Future.
There's a lot of names for a couple of games.
I'm pretty sure they get paid by the word in the titles. You also get this nice little card for both consoles, and it comes with DLC content. It comes with the 2 DLC games that are on there. It also comes with, for Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, all the costumes that that are available for that. That's about 102, I believe, total. And for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, it has the 12 character update. Wow. It has the swap costumes, which are when the Tekken characters dress as Street Fighters and Street Fighters dress as Tekken characters. For all the traditional characters and also for the additional characters. What's pretty cool about the PlayStation 3 version especially is Sony actually came to us and said, we want to be part of the Street Fighter 25th anniversary celebration. What can we do, and what can we provide to really help the fans even more? So they're actually providing some additional content for the PlayStation 3 version, which includes more games, which are Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 1, all as PS1 classics, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max as a PSP download, all the DLC content for Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition, and 172 avatars. So there's kind of other people who are interested in Street Fighter but don't necessarily play the games. And in some regards, that is artwork. So we have an art book. And before I kind of get to the art book,
That's right. This is how many of these were made?
so you can see right here there's a certificate, and there are 30,000 of these that are made total that will ever be made.
But right behind it, I think you're about to show us.
Almost hidden is an art book, which features fan artwork that is not just stuff we just got randomly off of Google Images, although that would have made our lives a lot easier. We actually went out and put out a pitch to this entire Street Fighter community saying, send in your artwork. This is actually before we announced, so we didn't tell people why. I think a lot of people figured it out, though. Send in your artwork. It can be just character artwork, or it can kind of have something more to do with the Street Fighter 25th anniversary, or to the theme of like I am Street Fighter.
I do like that. Like inside is a bunch of funny, personalized pictures. Inside of here is a bunch of funny pictures, clever pictures, clever use of the number 25. But some of my favorite stuff is a lot of people included personal anecdotes underneath each picture to really put themselves into Street Fighter history. I love that.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great artwork in here. And as you were saying, some people have really personal connections to the brand, and they express that through their artwork. So that's one type of fan. So another type is the folks that enjoy the music. I'm an audiophile myself, and you are as well. And so one of Street Fighter's biggest, kind of one of the coolest things about it is the fact that it has such a very rich audio history, a rich soundtrack history. Everyone knows the main theme to Street Fighter 2. Everyone knows Guile's theme. Guile's theme goes to everything.
Probably in this video.
Probably. We'll sneak it in right here. And so what we did is we actually have a 11-disc soundtrack. When you originally get them, they're in these little sleeves so that they're safe for protection. You can do with those as you will. And these go to different brands, games throughout the series. You have Street Fighter 1, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. We have Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which includes the original arcade version of the songs and also the online edition versions. Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, or Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And then we actually have 2 additional CDs in there. We put out a call for artwork. We also did the same with soundtracks and music. So we asked people to send in their own music. It could either be a remake or a remix of some previously existing Street Fighter music, or it could be new music that was inspired in some way by Street Fighter. One of the cool things you might notice when you get this is that the colors of the disc actually, when it goes back, it's the Street Fighter logo colors, yellow to red. So kind of moving on is the people who enjoy kind of the video content that we've produced over the years. So we have this 2-disc Blu-ray set right here, which has over a dozen hours of content on it. It has the Street Fighter animated series, the 26 episodes of that, which is, like I was saying, one of those guilty pleasures. I had to
wrestle it away from the USA Network or something.
Absolutely, yeah. I had to watch through this the entirety of the show in order to approve this, and it's actually really fun. If you just kind of let yourself go, it is one of the most fun things you can watch.
I love that we have an animation cell of it, like right over there.
We do, yeah. Bison Guile fight. We also have some animes on there. We have the Street Fighter 4, The Ties That Bind anime. We also have the Super Street Fighter 4 original video animation, or some people call it the Jury anime. This is the first time it's actually been released in English ever. So that's pretty cool. We also have Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, which has some of the best, if not the best, fight scenes of any movie I've ever seen, animated or live. And finally, one of the things we're most proud of on this is a documentary that we created. It's talks about the Street Fighter brand over 25 years, but it doesn't just talk about the games. And the reason we were thinking about what we wanted to have the subject be and why it didn't want to just be games is because other people have done documentaries about the Street Fighter games, and they've done it well. Whereas we wanted to do something that looked more at the fans, just as everything else here does. So the documentary, it's called I Am Street Fighter, just like our theme name. It talks to people who were involved in the creation of Street Fighter, who have affected Street Fighter, and also whose lives have been affected by it. It's occasionally really funny. It is heartwarming at times. We have collectors, we have pro players, we have people who are, again, musicians, artists. Like, it really spans the gamut, and it really shows how much of an influence and how much a phenomenon Street Fighter has been. It's really an exciting kind of film to watch. So then we actually have collectors, people who just love having that kind of stuff. So we wanted to make sure they were included as well. And that's why we have this little beauty right here. So this is an 8-inch Ryu statue. You can see him. He is in mid-Shoryuken right there. There is a bunch of fire beneath him. He's kind of jumping out of the way. And yeah, this is custom commissioned by us. It doesn't exist anywhere else. And one of the coolest things about it is that it actually lights up. And so another little item we have for the collectors is this belt. And this is actually also for kind of cosplayers. Funny story behind this belt right here. It was included as a joke originally. In one of our original meetings, we basically said, you know, maybe we could put in another headband. And we're like, oh, we've done headbands before, you know. And then someone's like, what about Ryu's belt? And we're like, nah, sure, why not, you know? So it was put in, and I think everyone's surprised it ended up being like the most popular item out of the entire set. Everyone was like, oh, I didn't realize I needed a belt until now. You can see it is embroidered with the, and forgive me if I butcher the pronunciation of this, the Furinkazan, which means, I believe, wind, forest, fire, mountain. Which kind of goes to the Sun Tzu proverb. And it is full size, so if you are actually in the martial arts and you have achieved the rank of black belt, you could conceivably wear this. But that is the entirety of the 25th anniversary set.
The Street Fighter 25th anniversary collector set is available starting September 18th, right?
Yeah, so it's available September 18th, that is today. And you can get it at any of your major retailers. You can also get it through the Capcom store. It is $149.99. It is a lot of stuff. It was months and months of work. And it's also something we put a lot of thought into. And we've gotten some great response back from it. And that's kind of been the most humbling part to myself and to everyone on the Street Fighter 25th anniversary team is the response, because everything we did with this was with fans in mind. And so it is, in a sense, our thank you to the fans. Thank you. And ready for this?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Shoryuken!